live from the Monroe Civic Center in Monroe, Louisiana. It is time for a Saturday night edition of Columbus River Dragons hockey. Hello, everybody. My name is Liam. Go time! Gotimer, as always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you as your Columbus River Dragons play the Monroe Moccasins. The River Dragons come into this game with a record of 26-17, 5-4-1. Columbus has 93 points, which is good for third place in the Continental Division, a spot in which the club is cemented as they continue their trek toward the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. The Monroe Moccasins enter this evening's contest with 53 games played, 34 regulation wins, 9 losses, 7 overtime losses, 3 overtime wins, 0 wins in the shootout. They have 115 points. They trail the division-leading Athens Rock Lobsters by 4 points. This game means everything to the Monroe Moccasins. For the River Dragons, a chance to tune up against an opponent that you may very well go toe-to-toe against come the postseason. The River Dragons played their 7th of 8 meetings against the Monroe Moccasins last night. They fell by a final score of 6-4, but not without some controversy, and it's a shame, right? Because it was an outstanding hockey game between two teams who are so close to one another in how they match up. A penalty to Kyle Moore. I have nothing else to say about it other than I'll let you make the determination. He went to the box in the third period. The game-winning goal was scored by Carlos Forneris, and Monroe won by a final score of 6-4. Columbus, though, did receive goals from Brad Fortin, number 61. The rookie continues to put on a show in a River Dragons sweater. Alexander Jemayev, the veteran, scored twice. And last but certainly not least, Alex Storjahan, the all-time leader in goals scored in franchise history, lit the lamp, tied the game in the third period. But as I mentioned, the chance to win the hockey game ripped away from the River Dragons toward the completion of regulation time last night. With that said, let me take you back to last night, because despite the loss, it was most certainly a thriller here in Louisiana. It's Kirk Underwood against Carlos Forneris at the center ice logo. The puck has been dropped. The River Dragons take possession. We are officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on tonight's game. They'll have to defend here. This is Christie. Asp. What a save made by Roy. Balsamo was on the doorstep, and Roy just got a piece with his skate blade. Oh, my. Here's Balsamo again. A lot of room to operate. They tap it home. Mott uses his reach to keep the puck into the O-zone. It's smacked off of the glass by Jemayev. Down low, Fortin and Hunter had an opportunity to go after it, but Monroe super aggressive at their own blue line, and now Scantlebury will go into a board battle with Mott. Man, Nathaniel Mott just gave Scantlebury no room to operate. Fortin now shoots, scores! Brad Fortin now has 3 goals in 4 games as a River Dragon. Colton will direct traffic. Brody Thornton over to the far side. Brad Fortin in a similar spot to where he scored earlier in the period. He still tested Branch. Doherty. Fortin off of the pass from Colton. Save, rebound, score! Jemayev! Columbus takes their first lead of the night. It's a Publix power play goal scored by Alexander Jemayev. Oh, how sweet it is. Now, though, it's the River Dragons to the penalty kill and Monroe to the power play as Christie, the goal scorer, will throw it off of the pads of Tyler Roy. It's at the side of the net. Roy bodies it down. Cannot track the puck for the freeze. Here's a one-timer from Fornaris. Roy made the stop on that one. Matthews straight on. Fornaris right dot. His pass for an oncoming Summers. This is the net. Matthews right point. Fornaris right dot. Atop the zone. Christie, they score. Tipped in by Gerstein. So Kyler Matthews will whip it rink wide. Jamie Dorsey to the net, and Roy tracks it down. 45 seconds into the period. That's an impressive display of defending from Balkwill, but Roy has to come up large as he stonewalls the Moccasins on a one-timer. And wouldn't you know it, turnover created. Left point, Mike Wynn shoots. Oh, they nearly scored. Brad Fortin was right there, but cleaned up at the last second by Agan Moe. Literally the last second. Barrow, the sauce, Jemayev skates in, pulls up, lets it rip, and Branch blockers it away. Barrow, left side, Moore to the front, and deflected off of the skate blade of Jemayev through the legs of Branch, but past the crease. Here's a one-timer for Pick, and Roy got his skate blade over to that. Pristine passing there from Fornaris and Pick. Fornaris still has the puck. Here is Gherkin, scooped by Tyler Roy, who said, "Get out of here with that one." Zone against Mike Wynn and Kirk Underwood as Doherty save! Branch down on the seat of his pants. That was Colton who got the puck to the front. We'll get it to the far dasher defensive zone. Galvin to the middle. Doherty did not get a piece, but it does not matter because the puck goes on net to the goaltender Branch. The Moccasins move it up ahead immediately. Frankel, a breakaway, scores. Josh Colton, Alexander Jemayev. Jemayev from the dasher to the dot. Fortin plays it to the high slot. Colton slapper knocked down in the crease area by Fortin. The Moccasins back to full strength, but they're tired. Here's Brody Thornton shooting. Behind the net, they wrap it in! Jemayev, we're tied! It's 3-3. Maybe because the Moccasins intentionally knocked the net off? Fornaris across, they score. Gerstein. Patakin comes over to support his defensive partner. Now a breakaway for Storjahan. It's a 2-on-0, in fact. Storjahan ties the game. And now we've got a fight. Here we go. Scott Doherty. Not sure who that is for Monroe, but Doherty gives him the business. And now a shove onto Balkwill. Christie, a between the legs pass, that was nifty. Roy aced the test that Scantlebury put on to. Scantlebury's got the puck back here with 4:36 left. Roy able to get to that puck with Pick in his grill. Moore braces for a hit that comes and then throws a slash onto Scantlebury. We'll see if anything comes of that. And Moore dives on top of Scantlebury, and that's going to be called for a penalty. You know, Kyle Moore is incensed, and it's just ridiculous. No words for what we've seen tonight. And head coach Bichard doing his best diving impression on the bench, for real. Another face-off win for Monroe. Matthews, the tap. Fornaris, right dasher. The bomb from Matthews. Roy closes the pads. Columbus could use a clear here. It doesn't come, but the puck trickles by Roy wide of the net. Matthews will skate over to the right point. Now left point moving in and shooting is Summers. That knocked the stick right out of the hands of Balkwill. This might be a break for Jemayev. Save made by Branch. Oh, he had the hat trick on his stick. Jemayev went backhand, forehand, and Branch fought it off. Here's a chance for Monroe. Fornera scores. Oh, man. No words, folks, no words. Jemayev with 2 goals tonight. Columbus needs to get it into the attacking zone so they can pull Roy. They won't even wait. Roy has been pulled. The puck is still in Columbus ice to the empty net. Christie scores.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. Woo! I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the lair on Friday, April 10th and Saturday, April 11th, as the club takes on the PD Ice Cats for the final homestand of the regular season. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we remember everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m., with the atmosphere expected to be straight up electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. Let's go, Dragons!
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks. You forgot popcorn. Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better, 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom? Coach, can families run that play too? Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
Back here in Louisiana, Liam Gotimer here with you, getting you set for puck drop for the final regular season meeting between your River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins. Prior to the commercial timeout, I took you all back to last night where the River Dragons fell by a final score of 6-4 right here in this building. I would be remiss if I did not touch on the play of Tyler Roy, the goaltender. He made 38 saves on 43 shots. He was simply outstanding. The head coach echoed the sentiments that I just put your way. With that said, here is Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends over at F&M Cigars. Coach, 6-4 decision last night on the road. What did you see from your team?
You know what? We played a pretty good road game. I thought Roisey kept us in the game when he needed to, made some big saves. I thought our forecheck was good. We answered every time they kind of put one in, so it was a really good road game. Unfortunately, I think the Stripes got involved in the game. and it is what it is. But yeah, I think they missed a couple. They missed a good third period for sure.
Let's talk about the obvious one involving Kyle Moore and Tucker Scantleberry. What did your eyes see?
Yeah, I saw interference on Scantleberry, and at least call them both, or interference on Morsey maybe, and diving on Scantleberry, one of the two. But at that point in the game, I think they got to call a little bit tighter, and then really the other things that and that's not why we lost, but they did give them 2 goals.
That was the
difference. Delay a game on Barrow for us knocking the net off or them knocking the net off, and we couldn't change and somewhat protested, I guess you like to call it, and then about 5 minutes later they do the same thing, and they almost got 2 guys changed. That was a little disappointing, but it is what it is.
What do you say to your team after an outstanding effort, but they just had the game ripped away from them?
Yeah, well, you know what? We still gave up goals. I mean, so, we deserve better. And one, don't put ourselves in that situation. Not very many times do, if you complain or talk to a referee, that they're going to change their mind. And the more you talk, and depending on what you're talking about with them or how you're talking, has an impact on what they're going to call. You should try to befriend them and make a little joke with them, as opposed to calling them a mother trucker.
Like that. A bright spot last night was Tyler Roy, who made his first start since March the 14th in Florence. He's getting a go tonight.
Yeah.
What did you see from him?
Well, you know what? I mean, Babs and Roisey are a good combination, and I thought Roisey did answer the bell last night, and he played great. None of those are his fault per se, and he made some huge saves to keep us in it. One on breakaway, and a couple of other backdoor plays type thing, and so I mean, he deserved it, and he deserved another start, and make sure Babs is ready to go next weekend.
Kirk Underwood played up front for the first time since opening weekend in PD. How do you think he played?
Played pretty well. Undy's got a good vision, and obviously he's such a great skater. And I thought that line, I don't know if they produced anything, but I thought they played well together and created some really good offensive, some looks. Breaking out, good defensively. So, I mean, yeah, I thought he played well.
Brad Fortin, another goal in a River Dragons sweater. How do you like his game playing alongside Ryan Hunter and Alexander Jemayev?
Well, if I can just get Ryan Hunter to do what he needs to do.
Ryan's our cameraman for this interview, by the way.
No, I mean, they're similar players. They both got great speed. Forts has got a sneaky shot, and he's got a quick release, and so does Ryan. Forts kind of hits the net a couple times a little bit more, as opposed to glassing out.
Oh.
But no, they're a good combination, and you know what? They scored 2 big ones last night. Jammer had 3 or 2, and he probably should have had 4. So they're connecting a little bit, and 3 big guys all skate well, and I think just Forts is combines speed with a little bit of grit, and obviously he's got a great shot.
Turning the page to tonight, the club without Alex Storjahan and Tyler Barrow. How important is it to have other guys stepping up in their absence?
Yeah, you know what? When it comes down to it, this game doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm not saying that this is going to get out of hand or this and that. Don't want to poke the bear, and I'd rather be safe than sorry type thing. So, with all the guys in that locker room, it's kind of plug and play. Everyone knows what we're trying to accomplish, how we're trying to accomplish it, and now it's just execution. It all comes down to execution anyways. I've been preaching that all along. Whether we're breaking out, we do a weak side, hit the weak side defenseman. Everybody knows what we're trying to accomplish, so just a matter of different guys doing different things. And obviously with those two guys out, and technically, when it come down to it yesterday, we did score a couple power play goals, but I think it was the other unit that scored. So, some guys that work hard in practice and don't get rewarded on the power play will get rewarded, and maybe it'll make me make some decisions going into next week, into the playoffs. Maybe the power play will change.
All right. Well, it's time for our final question of the interview, and it's your fun one too. Say something nice about Ryan Hunter.
Oh, Ryan Hunter, he's a good kid, Look at that smile, huh? No, I mean, it's been great to have him here for the last couple of years, and he absorbs a lot of stuff that I do say. Sometimes he still doesn't do it, but I know he listens. So, hey, the camera's shaking, Ryan. Anyways, that's a good one.
Yeah, Coach, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Didn't think termites were up this early.
They really don't go to sleep. But now that it's warming up, termites really start moving.
But I'm good, right?
Oh yeah, you're good. Don't worry about pests this spring. Call Cooks, and you'll already be a step ahead of them.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cooks Pest Control.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the Lair on Friday, April 10th and Saturday, April 11th, as the club takes on the PD Ice Cats for the final homestand of the regular season. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we remember everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m., with the atmosphere expected to be straight up electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. Let's go, Dragons!
The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go, Dragons! Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official...
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us.
There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here.
Have a great party, guys.
It really is a perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
A warm welcome back to Monroe, Louisiana. Liam Gotimer here with you prior to the commercial break, you all heard from your head coach and the franchise legend himself, Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. Thank you to number 88, forward Ryan Hunter, for recording tonight's interview with Coach. He had a lot to say, both about last night and his team, as once again, following this evening, there will only be 2 more regular season games on the schedule. As always, thank you to F&M Cigars for providing Coach's Corner. Fans, the puck is expected to drop in just about 5 minutes. But before we get you all there, allow me to introduce tonight's Pest of the Game, which as always is brought to you by our friends over at Cook's Pest Control. It's Hagen Moe, number 8, the forward, 6'1", 200 pounds, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just 22 years old. His professional hockey career may be in its infancy, but Hagen Moe has been impressive this season and against the River Dragons specifically. 7 goals head-to-head for Hagen Moe, just against the Dragons. He's played in 35 games this year. He's got 19 goals, 14 assists, and 33 points. All of that to tell you that number 8, Hagen Moe, is this evening's Pest of the Game. Thank you to our friends over at Cook's Pest Control for providing our pest tonight. To counteract a Pest of the Game means we have to introduce our fire starter of the night. This one is easy. He had 2 goals last night, Alexander Jemayev. When the puck drops, he will be playing in his 37th game of the year. He has 15 goals, 19 assists for 34 points, and Jemayev just may be the best defensive forward on the River Dragons. Won the 2021-2022 championship with the Watertown Wolves. So as we go towards the postseason, we know that Alexander Jemayev knows what it takes to get the job done in games that prove crucial. He is this evening's fire starter of the night. Some changes for your Dragons. No Tyler Barrow, no Alex Storjahan. Ben Stefanini, the former Moccasin, will go up to the first line and play alongside your captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood, and Kyle Moore, number 15. The second trio of forwards is Brad Fortin. He scored last night. In the middle, it's Alexander Jemayev. On the right, it's Ryan Hunter. The third line is Joel Texmo, Ryan Galvin, and Skate Scaldi, who comes back after a 4-game suspension. One extra forward, that's Scott Doherty. On defense, it's the pair that played with one another in college, Nathaniel Mott and Brody Thornton. They won an ACHA national championship with one another. Mike Wynn and Josh Colton, as always, will play together on the second pair. Nathan Balkwill, who had a sensational game last night, will play with Lair Pateka, number 36. In goal, Tyler Roy, as he was last night, backed up by Trevor Babbitt. As the Moccasins get introduced to their fans, here is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. The Port Huron Prowlers, they are on the road tonight, taking on the Danbury Hat-Tricks. The puck drops 7 p.m. on that game. Indiana and the Athens Rock Lobsters. Twin City and PD, that's perhaps the biggest game on the schedule. Binghamton taking on Watertown. Blue Ridge and Biloxi. Baton Rouge and Topeka. It may not be updated on your screen right now, but I will tell you the scores of the games that have begun. Port Huron and Danbury are tied 1-1. Indiana and Athens are also tied 1-1. Well, it's just a series of games that are tied 1-1 because Twin City and PD, same thing. The Binghamton Black Bears, though, they're up 2-1 over the Watertown Wolves. I'll keep you all posted on the out-of-town scoreboard throughout tonight's broadcast. I touched on it at the beginning of the broadcast. This game means everything to the Monroe Moccasins. Just 4 points separates Monroe from the top spot in the Continental. Your River Dragons, they are cemented in third. They cannot go any lower. They cannot go any higher. The PD Ice Cats, well, they just could lose their playoff positioning tonight. They're tied 1-1 with the Twin City Thunderbirds, and those head-to-head meetings mean a lot. The Baton Rouge Zydeco are in 6th, the Biloxi Breakers are in 7th. On to the Empire, it's all Binghamton, Port Huron, Blue Ridge, Topeka, Danbury, Watertown, and Indiana close out the Empire division. River Dragons fans, this is it. Your last chance this season to snag a custom authentic jersey. Any player, past or present, any number, any color. Don't just be a fan, wear what the pros wear. Represent the Dragons the authentic way. Grab yours online before the deadline of April 19th. And fans, do you want a piece of Dragons history for free? We're giving away a team autographed frame jersey, and entry is 100% free. Head to Dash right now to enter. We're announcing the winner live at our final home game on April 11th. There's plenty more to win, so be there and get loud for Fan Appreciation Night. Head to Dash and enter now. Missed out on our specialty jerseys this year? Here's your second chance. We're raffling off a bundle of 5 custom specialty jerseys. Your size, your name, your number. You could win the whole collection for as low as $10. Don't wait, the raffle ends April 20th. Head to Dash right now to grab your tickets and win the ultimate River Dragons set. And fans, the jersey off of the back player this evening is none other than number 88, Ryan Hunter. Scan that QR code to get in on the action for your chance to win the jersey right off of the back of number 88. And last but certainly not least, it's the ultimate fan appreciation experience. We are auctioning off the entire team's limited edition Hockey Town jerseys. Win the auction and you'll head to the ice postgame to meet your player, meet me, snap photos, and get your jersey signed right at Center Ice 2. The auction ends after the first intermission on April 11th. Score your jersey and own the ice with the Dragons. With that said, here is the national anthem from Monroe. Minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for the final time this season. Hello everybody, my name is Liam. Go Time Gotimer here with you. The Dragons fell 6-4 last night, despite a barn burner here at the Monroe Civic Center. Let's see what these two clubs have for an encore on a Saturday night. Oh, I'm pumped up, baby. Let's do it. Check in the YouTube live chat. I want to know you're here. In this first period, which as always is proudly brought to you by Chick-fil-A in Midland. Your River Dragons will skate from right to left. They are wearing their white uniforms with the teal and black letters, numbers along the back and on the sides. While the Moccasins, they will maneuver from left to right. They wear their maroon jerseys with the black and gold letters, numbers along the back and on the sides. Columbus will begin tonight's game with the forwards of Alexander Jemayeff, Ryan Hunter, and Brad Fort. On defense, Lair Patakin, number 36, and Nathan Balkwill. In goal, number 35, out of Brighton, Michigan, Tyler Roy. If you missed it during the pregame, this is how your Dragons will line up. So nice, we'll just show it twice. No Alex Dorjahan, no Tyler Barrow for the Dragons this evening. I asked head coach Bichard about that. No reason to risk any injury after a game that incorporated a ton of emotion. The Moccasins will open up with Carlos Forneris, Austin Pick, and Andrew Bellant, who returns after a suspension. On defense, it'll be Ethan Matcham, number 6, with Corson Green, number 3. In net, it's Tyler Masternak. The puck has been dropped. We're officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on this evening's contest. Ryan Hunter, he'll pick up the puck in the high slot. Lair Patakin, he'll pinch up and wind up below the goal line in search of some offense in the first shift of the game. Nathan Balkwill, he let it fly from the wall. It was blocked. Now, the fast Forneris will get to the far side. Corner, and Patakin shoves his man into the flank. That was Pick. Ryan Hunter pulls up atop the right circle. His drive hit a body before getting to Tyler Masternak. Austin Pick will flip it in. Tyler Roy getting the start for the River Dragons as he did last night. He made 38 saves on 43 shots. Roy 17, 10 and 1, a 3.93 goals against average and a save percentage of .885. Colton around the boards, Moore. The puck picked up by number 27 for Monroe. That's Frank Schumacher, the captain, playing in his first game since March 14th. That's a big addition back to the lineup for Monroe. So Casey Gerstein, he got absolutely decimated by Scott Doherty last night in a fight. That tends to happen when you drop the gloves with number 13. Hashtag just saying. So Brody Thornton, who wears number 65, the defenseman out of Clinton Township, Michigan. He'll get to the red line and he will roll it around. The puck behind Tyler Masternak, the goaltender for Monroe. He did not start last night. It was Chris Branch who gave up 4 goals. Masternak out of Oshawa, Ontario. 15, 4 and 4, 2.79 goals against average, and a .910 save percentage. Columbus with good work inside of the offensive zone. It's Ryan Galvin, Joel Texmo, and Scott Doherty. Those are three players that provide some punch. Right now, it's Doherty and Galvin against three Moccasins. Due to the numbers advantage, it'll be Rasmus Asp who will come away with it. He'll slide smooth through center, and he got rocked by Nathaniel Mott. A chance at a sharp angle. Roy denies his man. 2:50 into the game. The fire starter of the night will take the face-off. That's Alexander Jemayev. Jemayev scored 2 goals last night. One on the power play, one an even strength. Roy vacates his cage. Ryan Hunter, his pass attempt blocked. He had his stick lifted from the back. That was Ballant. Pick far corner, a nifty feed. Balkwell cleaned it up. Now Brad Fortin will take a hit to make a play. Jemayev takes a spill. Patakin inadvertently will slam it into the chest of Hunter on a dump-in attempt. So Corson Green will settle the biscuit down and the pace of play too. To the middle, taken by Stefanini. It was a delayed offside, so Stefanini had to relinquish possession. And now Gerstein will come in on the attack. Gerstein shoved right off by Mike Wynn. A drive from the left, that hit a body before getting to Roy. They score, it's Gerstein. A broken play winds up into the back of the net for Monroe. Casey Gerstein had 2 goals last night. Halfway through a repeat performance, just 3:50 into the game. The Snakes once again being thrown onto the ice. I saw somebody put into the YouTube live chat last night, they should get a delay of game penalty for that. Yes, they should. With how delay of game was called last night. They definitely should. The goal comes at even strength for Monroe. For Gerstein, that's his 19th goal of the season. He's now got 51 points in his 48th game. To a brief delay here in Louisiana. We'll be back to action in just a moment. I had a chance to ask Josh Colton about his experience skating on this ice for the 3rd time this season last night. And, well, Josh described it as pond hockey. It's very difficult to play our game when we're playing on this ice. He alludes to rinks like Athens that are a bit more modern and kept up to date as to where the Dragons really are able to execute their game plan. And here in Monroe, it's not the best sheet, and the Moccasins know how to use it. Still 56-10 left to go here in this game. It's a lot of time. Kyle Moore, Kirk Underwood, and Ben Stefanini on the ice for Columbus. Mike Wynn up the near wing. Stefanini, that's a nifty feed. Moore for a driving Underwood, scores! Kirk Underwood with a backhand beauty upstairs on Masternak. We're square. 4:15 into the game. Columbus will come back into the offensive end after scoring the goal. It's Scott Doherty with Skate Scaldi and Ryan Galvin. As we have an offside on Columbus. Roy makes a blocker save on a shot from the perimeter of the offensive zone. There's Doherty with a toss onto a moccasin. That was number 13, Brad Summers. Now Mike Wynn falls down as he connects with Hagen Moe. The crowd excited about that, but nothing does come of it. Skate Scaldi, the chip and the chase. Scaldi a forward out of Orlando, Florida. His pass for Scott Doherty taken, and now Ballant. How about that defending by Brody Thornton? He'll look to turn some defense into offense. Doherty gets it deep. Scaldi finishes his check onto his man, and Monroe will move it the other way. The goal for Columbus is scored at 4:15. It's Kirk Underwood, your captain, number 11. Assisted by Kyle Moore, number 15, and Ben Stefanini, number 25. So for Captain Kirk, that's his first goal since calling game on Saturday night at home a week ago against these same Moccasins in overtime. It's his 8th goal of the season. Ryan Hunter will use the boards to his advantage. He'll one-hand it to himself. Ballant, though, a hound. Brody Thornton right there at the line, though, to keep it in and track it down. He gets spun around at the wall by the big-bodied Gerstein. He'll go rink wide for Balsamo, and his wrister went in and out of the glove of Tyler Roy. The pace picking up here. Jemayev from the left flank. That hit the shin pads of Matthews. Jemayev will wrap it around. His shot attempt to band on it. Moore from the line looking for a tip from Hunter, who was parked in the crease. Matcham around the boards, booted by Balsamo, and now Christie will speed on ahead. That should be offside, not whistled down. That was 50-50, might have been 60-40 that it was not onside. This might be another breakaway for Kirk Underwood. It is! Underwood! Save made by Masternak. He got a piece with his pad, his right pad. Balkwill will glove it to himself and play it. Moore intentionally lets it go. Underwood, far corner. Moore joins him. He'll spin and send a pass for Stefanini. Left point, the activating Mike Wynn to the net. They don't score! Oh my goodness, it went over the helmet of Masternak. The Dragons were crashing the cage. And number 35, somehow, some way, plucked it near the goal line with 12 minutes and 36 seconds left to go here in the first. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons! A special thank you to each and every one of you streaming the River Dragons tonight on YouTube Live and Sporfy. My name is Liam Gotimer, proudly presenting this evening's contest to all of you. The score is 1-1. The goal scorers, first number 71 for Monroe, that is Casey Gerstein, the forward out of Markham, Ontario, while for the River Dragons, the captain and the man who takes the face-off out of Littleton, Colorado, a backhanded beauty over the blocker hand of Tyler Masternak. The reason we are square at the moment. Of note for Monroe, Tucker Scantleberry is not playing tonight. Rasmus Asp from the left point, Roy got to that. Scantleberry must be feeling the after effects of that brutal hit from Kyle Moore, brutal. That is as sarcastic as I can possibly put it. Scantleberry went down like a ton of bricks and we don't get to see him the next night, okay? We're past that. It's over. Ben Stefanini in the building he previously called home. Let me tell you, number 25 for the River Dragons is loved here. Several fans stopping Ben near the locker room area to say hello prior to tonight's game and last night's game. He was a leader on this team. I think a little bit of a surprising trade of him for a lot of the fans that have come to appreciate Moccasin hockey. Their loss is our gain. Thrilled to have Ben, a member of the River Dragons, as an icing on Columbus. Stefanini, a secondary assist on Underwood's goal, might I add. Ben Stefanini, his assist is the second point for number 25 as a Dragon, both of them helpers. Roy waffle boards the biscuit over to the far flank. Ryan Galvin, he'll get to his own puck and shoot on to Masternak, who kicks it away with his skate. Texmo, left circle, he fights for positioning. Monroe will get it out. Balsamo to the top, Gerstein forced to maneuver out to center. He'll slide right past Galvin, feed Christie, who drifts over to the right dasher. Matthews let it rip. Roy, another blocker save. Matthews skates with purpose. Brody Thornton strips him. He'll get a lift onto the puck. Now Doherty will skate out with Texmo. Texmo sheds his man. Jemaev behind the net. He'll take a hit, but keep driving over to the wall. A slapper from Thornton, kicked away by Masternak. Dorsey desperately defending Joel Texmo. He gets some support, and Christie, who was the forward, coming back. With 9:35 gone by, the Moccasins will get a tip, and Nathaniel Mott will chase. Brad Fortin plays the body, but he left the puck behind. Summers, the pest of the game. Mo, save, rebound, save, made by Roy. Tyler Roy, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Mo again. Chaos in front, a high stick onto Thornton, right in front of the referee's eyes. Couldn't get any closer. We remain at even strength. Asp. Mo. Schumacher. Could not play it cleanly at the right point. So they'll go inside of their own defensive zone. Asp, the stretch, tipped on along by Mo, well outside of the red line. Will it have enough juice for icing? Yes, it will. We'll be back in 60 seconds. The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the lair on Friday, April 10th and Saturday, April 11th, as the club takes on the PD Ice Cats for the final homestand of the regular season. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we remember everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m., with the atmosphere expected to be straight up electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. Let's go, Dragons!
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better, 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just 40 bucks. Boom!
Did somebody say boom? Coach, can families run that play too? Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, 40 bucks. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
What's good, Dragons fans? Liam Go Time, Gotimer here with you, oh man. It's so great to be here alongside all of you every time the River Dragons play. What a dream to do this and call the greatest game on earth for the greatest fans on earth, all of you. The score is 1-1, your captain, the current face of the franchise, a leader in every single way, Kirk Underwood, with a highlight reel goal to tie us up at 1-1. Brad Fortin, the rookie who has put on a show since first putting on a River Dragons sweater, he will take the face-off. Scaldi from behind the net, he'll center, and it's whacked over the net. Fortin, he'll push it to the middle. Getting a bid to the net was Doherty. It's good work there from that trio. Does not result in a goal, but Hagen Mo to the front. Doherty said, no chance. Now Fortin with Scaldi. Fortin will chop it off the boards. Scaldi mid-slot, and it's poke checked away by Asp. Scaldi's got it back. He'll cycle it. Doherty left corner. Scaldi cuts to the net. Corson Green on the rush. The defenseman. Ballant inadvertently one-hands it into the grasp of Brad Fortin, who will lollipop it to the opposing blue line. Ballant, right wing side. He's got a trailer. It's Fornaris, who's been quiet tonight. Fornaris spins. He surveys. He passes. Skates Scaldi. Will toss it for an oncoming Kirk Underwood. Underwood boots it on along, left wing side. Mike Wynn there too in support. He'll have to backtrack now as Fornaris was coming hot and heavy onto him. Here comes Stefanini, Underwood, and Galvin. Delayed offside, a questionable one at that. So Stefanini will have to vacate the zone. There's an icing on the opponent. An update around the FPHL, specifically on the Twin City Thunderbirds and the PD Ice Cats. They're tied 1-1 in the second. Twin City needs that one in regulation. Draw win for the River Dragons. It will be Monroe, though, who will get air underneath the biscuit. Galvin, Underwood will swipe it into the offensive zone. Masternak, the goaltender for Monroe, has played in 6 out of the 7 meetings against the River Dragons this season. He started 5 out of the 7 as Brad Fortin, and he got hooked and held. And Monroe gets a grade A scoring chance. I mean, Roy save, rebound comes out. Fortin, a player that does not show his emotions too much out there on the ice. But even I think he was questioning why nothing was called there. Hunter from the circle. He's got Jemayeff with him. Hunter, a backhander. That was sweet. Masternak fought it off. Ryan Galvin kicked out of the dot for doing absolutely nothing. Scaldi, far side face-off circle, he loses it. Balkwill plays the puck well. Patakin comes over, and he'll throw the puck through the middle of the ice. Turned over to Asp, who will send it right back to Patakin. Texmo skated in, he left the puck behind to a vacated space. So now Fornaris in the slot, now over to the left. Roy makes a helmet denial. Play not blown dead despite Roy not having a helmet. That just took way too long. That is just so incredibly dangerous. And Roy, a gamer, not trying to protect himself or anything. Was focused on the play and making a save despite not having a helmet. I mean, how could you even allow a shot to come remotely close to a goaltender who doesn't have a lid? Okay. I just need to get out of Monroe, to be honest. We just need to return home. Just to some normalcy. Because between last night and tonight, oh my, oh my. I mean, not getting a penalty called, that's one thing. But when your goaltender doesn't have a helmet and the other team's still allowed to shoot onto him, that's another thing. That's an extreme. Balkwill, far corner. Fortin, who drew a penalty on his last shift that was not called. Balkwill from below the goal line. There may not be anything on the scoreboard, but I will acknowledge the hard work of Brad Fortin that should have drawn a penalty. Left wing side, Jemayeff in the slot. The tap from Hunter taken by Gerstein. Gerstein already with a goal this evening. Christie, he'll drift and fire. He hit the glass so far wide that Roy didn't have to move. .505 and counting on the clock here in the first period of play here in Monroe. Isaiah Frankel scored last night for the Moccasins, the only goal in the second period for the home team. He's got the puck right now. He's out there with Hagen Moe and Brad Summers. Shot from the left, that took a tip. That was Colton Gherkin who let that one fly. Gherkin, left point. Summers coughs it up. Galvin takes a hit to make a play. Now Scaldi will work out alongside Texmo, a 2-on-2 rush. Offside. And now here we go. Skate Scaldi is going to fight Colton Gherkin here. It's go time! Let's rock! Scaldi ducks one punch to start us off. Loses his balance, then gets right back up. And the tilt comes to a close. They're sending Skate Scaldi and Colton Gherkin off to the room with 4:27 left and a 5-minute fighting major on the board for both of them. And Scaldi daps up a River Dragon fan. Not one, not two, but three as he heads off. Can I make it 4? Too bad I'm up here. I went to Skate before tonight's game and said, give him hell, partner. He gave him hell. Love that guy, Skate Scaldi. You talk about a team player. You talk about somebody who takes a lot of pride in being a Dragon. That's my man. Shout out to you, number 37. You knew this first period would not go long without some fireworks. Now we have a media timeout.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Five minutes each for fighting to Colton Gherkin, number 2, and Skate Scaldi. They will be eligible to return after the first whistle following 33 seconds into the second period. Mike Wynn engulfs his man and gives him an extra tap to the back. That was Summers. So Kyle Moore, number 15, he received the primary helper on Kirk Underwood's goal at the beginning of the frame. Stefanini past the blue line. Moore gets it in, at least for the moment. Summers now across the ice. Ballant will wrap the puck in around Roy. Fornaris and Wynn come together. That's a shoving match that turns into not much. Green, left point with 3:30 to go. Underwood behind the net. Fans on his initial clearing attempt as he connects with Summers. They both take a tumble. Matthews off of the D-to-D feed. How about that cross-ice pass to Christie? Save made, rebound, and the spinning shot went just wide of the net. Out to the neutral zone it goes. Moore was waiting for Thornton to join, but Monroe defended that well. So Jemayev will wheel from behind his own net and come out past the blue line, the red line. And his pass for Ryan Hunter intercepted by Balsamo, who on the backhand will flick it over to the near wing. Christie turns one way, now the other. His feed, Ryan Hunter all over it. This will be a 3-on-2 if they hurry for the Dragons. Hunter's pass for Brad Fortin just past his reach. So Monroe will counter with a 2-on-2. Gerstein. He gets it deep, then goes off for a change. The stuff-in try from Balsamo. Roy shuts it down. Up on the near post. Fans, be sure to stick around during the first intermission. I'll have a recap of the opening frame. Of course, a look at our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin, and combined standings around the league with the playoffs looming. So Laird Patakin with the puck on the forehand around the boards. Doherty to the middle. Isaiah Frankel had it for a second, but he coughed it up. A reminder that the River Dragons without Alex Storjahan and Tyler Barrow tonight. 2/3 of that first line not in the lineup. You can make it all three players with no Cody Wickline. Kyle Moore had done exceptionally well in Wickline's place over the last couple of games. Galvin shoots, hits the glass. There's a ton of space for number 28 to let it fly. He nearly picked the stick side of Masternak. Galvin, this time around, makes the defensive play to lead Doherty and Texmo in. Joel Texmo. He'll swipe it over to the far side corner, out of the reach of Doherty. So now Blount from the top of the right circle. His drive hit Mike Wynn. I've got a funny story for you involving Mike Wynn and Josh Colton during the intermission. It's what the three of us did today to kill some time after a premature kick out of the hotel, which does tend to happen. Colton looking for Stefanini, but Masternak aggressive to play the puck away from number 25. Pick gives it up. Mike Wynn will twist and turn, utilize the high glass, and now Kyle Moore with Ben Stefanini and Josh Colton. Moore gains the line onside, calling for the puck is Colton. Leg up, he shoots, and it's gloved away by Masternak at 19:35. The shots on goal are 9-5 Moccasins. Alexander Jemayev, who takes this faceoff, had a few words for Kyler Matthews before Matthews went off. Hunter's shot off of the faceoff win, hit a body. From one corner to the other, Thornton for Jemayev. Here's Mott, a quick drive from the line. It deflected off of a couple of sticks and winds up into the possession of Green. Green. Balsamo, Mott from behind the net. Mott braces for a check that comes from Christie, and we have a stop. And it's the buzzer. The first period is over. Thank you to our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland for providing the first period to all of you on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. We'll keep it here because, as we saw last night, the extracurriculars can commence with the two teams exiting the same way. Still think that is just absolutely insane. Especially with the animosity between these two clubs. Captain Kirk Underwood with a fist bump for every single Dragon before they head off of the sheet and into the locker room. Every player off outside of that one. And he'll join everybody. That's Rasmus Asp. No end of the first period interview for you, Rasmus Asp. He thought he was getting one. He thought. 17:55 and counting left here in the intermission. We'll send it to a timeout. Then when we come back, a recap of the hockey game up to this point from yours truly.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
Hey, it's
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest. Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity?
Season after season. Mileage? All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota, reliable wherever the grind takes you.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
13 minutes, 45 seconds on the intermission clock. That's how long until the puck drops on the middle frame. But before I get you all there, fans, let's talk about the hockey game up to this point in time, shall we? The first goal of the game was scored at 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and, well, by the Monroe Moccasins at even strength. It would be Casey Gerstein, number 71, assisted by Dean Balsamo, and number 18, Jamie Dorsey. Monroe was off and running early. There was a broken play that wound up into the back of the net, and I touched on early in the period how the Moccasins just utilized this ice surface to their advantage. And when they were in the offensive zone during that shift, yes, they had established the zone, but they got some fortunate bounces that resulted in the tally for Gerstein. That gave Monroe the early advantage. The advantage would be short-lived, though. Kirk Underwood, the captain of your River Dragons, would score just 25 seconds later at 4:15. For Kirk, it was his first goal since calling game a week ago on home ice against these same Moccasins. Overall, for Kirk, his 8th goal of the season. The assists to Kyle Moore, number 15, and Ben Stefanini. I do also want to congratulate Kirk and mention that the overtime game-winning goal last Saturday against Monroe was Kirk's 100th FPHL point. Every single one of those, of course, in a Dragon sweater. Congratulations, Kirk. He's now reached the triple-digit club and then some. His goal, the reason why we are tied 1-1 through 20. To describe the goal, it would be to say that Kyle Moore and Ben Stefanini in the neutral zone did exceptionally well to keep themselves onside. It was Ben Stefanini who received the secondary helper, his 2nd point as a River Dragon. He fed the puck to Kyle Moore onside, and Moore from atop the zone threaded the needle to Underwood. We know how wonderful of a skater Kirk Underwood is. He broke loose all alone and went to the backhand upstairs on the goaltender for the Monroe Moccasins tonight. That's Tyler Masternak. The shots on goal through the first period is 9-5 in favor of Monroe. The goaltenders, on that note, Masternak has made 4 saves on 5 shots, while Tyler Roy has denied 8 of 9. There were 2 penalties in that period, both for fighting. At 15:33, it would be Colton Gergen, the 6'1", 195-pound defenseman out of Anchorage, Alaska, playing in just his 3rd game with Monroe, who would go toe-to-toe with the returning Skate Scaldi. Those two danced right outside of the Moccasin blue line. It was a good fight that completed with both players on top of one another on the sheet. The shots on goal leaders first for the Monroe Moccasins after the first period. Casey Gerstein has 2 and Hagen Moe has 2. There's the best of the game, which of course is Michael Hagen Moe. For the River Dragons, 2 shots for Brody Thornton, 2 shots for Kirk Underwood, 1 shot for Mike Wynn. That's all 5. We're going to send it to a commercial timeout. Then when we come back, I've got the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin, and a look at the standings around the Federal Prospects Hockey League entering play tonight.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our every day we're on the road.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
A warm welcome back to Monroe, Louisiana. Here is the out-of-town scoreboard, presented by Zelmo Zippin. The Port Huron Prowlers in Danbury to take on the Hat-Tricks tonight. The score 2-1 in favor of Port Huron. How about this for a score? The Indiana Sentinels on the road at the Aiken Sport Arena in Athens, Georgia, up 3-2 over the Rock Lobsters. Monroe has to love to see that. As if this game wasn't already important for the home side. I think seeing that score, you can expect their desperation level to steadily increase as the night goes on with this game still even. The biggest game on the schedule outside of the River Dragons and the Moccasins, of course, that's the Twin City Thunderbirds and the PD Ice Cats, that game being played in Florence. 1-1 the score in the second period. Twin City needs that one in regulation. The Binghamton Black Bears and the Watertown Wolves, all Binghamton 4-1. The Blue Ridge Bobcats and the Biloxi Breakers. Blue Ridge, my team to watch. If a team is going to take down Binghamton in the Empire, that's the one for me. 2-0, Blue Ridge on top of the Breakers. One final game to tell you all about. That's the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Topeka Scarecrows. The score is 4-1, Zydeco in the first. The Athens Rock Lobsters lead the Continental Division with 119 points. If they lose in regulation tonight and Monroe wins this game, there's just 1 point separating those two teams, with the regular season dying down. The River Dragons are in third. They are cemented in third. They cannot go any lower. They cannot go any higher. They have 93 points. They will face whoever is in second place at season's end. In fourth place, the PD Ice Cats. In fifth, the Twin City Thunderbirds. Just 3 points separate those two teams, and they are facing off this evening. Baton Rouge and Biloxi, they are in sixth and seventh. The Empire, it's all Binghamton, trailed by Port Huron, Blue Ridge, Topeka, Danbury, Watertown, and Indiana. In that order, Indiana, their score holds, and Watertown, their score holds as well. They can draw within 2 points of getting out of the basement in the Empire Division. That's of note. I mentioned that I have a funny story to tell all of you about my lunch experience with Mike Wynn and Josh Colton earlier today. It's not about the lunch. We got some Japanese food. You know, the yum yum sauce. All right, I'll stop. But it's what we did after that's really funny. So we had some time to kill, right? We got out of the Japanese restaurant, what, 2:30. Bus isn't leaving the mall until around 4 o'clock. So we went inside of the mall, walked around a little bit. You know, this guy likes to get his steps in. Mike Wynn, Josh Colton, much the same. And then Mike Wynn said, hold on, guys, I have somewhere to go. I have an appointment. I said, an appointment? In a mall? Okay. Now, I had nowhere else to be, and neither did Josh Colton. So I was like, of course, let's go to your appointment. Now, you're wondering, appointment, what could that possibly be? Hair? Mike Wynn's got some awesome hair. I don't know if he'd want to mess with it, to be honest. Take a guess what the appointment was for. I'll wait a few seconds so you all can guess in the YouTube live chat. The appointment for Mike Wynn was to meet the Easter Bunny. A photo shoot with the Easter Bunny. He wanted me to get in the photos with both me and Josh. I respectfully declined. Mike Wynn, big fan of Easter. Josh Colton, the same thing. And to see the happiness emanating from the two of them was just awesome. So there's my funny story. Some Japanese food, and then an appointment with the Easter Bunny. I know our social media team is watching this right now, at least I hope they are. Caroline, Shelby, maybe we get Mike Wynn a little Easter egg next week. I know he'll be past the occasion, but might just make his day. There's my story. That's all I got. Hope you all enjoyed. The River Dragons have come back out onto the ice, but River Dragons fans, this is it. Your last chance this season to snag a custom authentic jersey. Any player, past or present, any number, any color. Don't just be a fan. Wear what the pros wear. Represent the Dragons the authentic way. Grab yours online before the deadline of April 19th. Fans, how does free sound? Sounds great to me. We're giving away a team autographed framed jersey, and entry is 100% free of charge. Head to Dash right now to enter. We are announcing the winner live at our final home game on April 11th. There's plenty more to win, so be there and get loud for Fan Appreciation Night. Head to Dash and enter today. This one's a no-brainer. It's free. Come on. Did you miss out on our specialty jerseys this year? Did you? I'm looking at you. Here's your second chance. We're raffling off a bundle of 5 custom, yes, 5 custom specialty jerseys. Your size, your name, your number. You could win the whole thing for as low as $10. Don't wait. The raffle ends on 4/20. Head to Dash right now to grab your tickets and win the ultimate River Dragons jersey set. The jersey off of the back players this weekend. Kirk Underwood, your captain. He scored in the first period. Ryan Hunter, he is featured tonight. Scan that QR code for your chance to win the jerseys off of their back. River Dragons fans, it's the ultimate fan appreciation experience. We are auctioning off the entire team's limited edition Hockeytown jerseys. Win the auction and you'll head to the ice postgame to meet your player, snap photos, and get your jersey signed right at center ice. The auction ends after the intermission on April 11th. Score your jersey and own the ice with the River Dragons. And on top of that, fans, there is a 10% off merch discount on ourdragonsmerch.com until midnight Sunday. This is your chance to get hyped for the playoffs and get your merch at a discounted rate while you're at it. With that said, 20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for the second of 3 regulation periods at the Monroe Civic Center tonight. The puck has been dropped. We are officially underway. Your Dragons will skate from left to right, the Moccasins from right to left. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the middle frame. Austin Pick will shoot, and Tyler Roy will squeeze his pads together. The 9th save of the game for number 35. Forneris to face-off win, match him D2D. Corson Green, Austin Pick. Where Patakin defends, he'll take the puck. Balkwill for Jemayev in the far side corner. He gets held up. We've got no call. Ryan Hunter in the D zone will lead Jemayev through the middle. Pick on the backhand will cough it up to Brad Fortin, who fills his lane up along the right wing side. Matcham strips Fortin. The pass from Matcham to a teammate was inadvertently kicked over to the near board, so Monroe inside of the defensive zone with some issues. Corson Green will get it up ahead for Forneris, who will utilize that speed to evade the River Dragons in his path. Fortin will take the puck and skate in onto Masternak. He'll miss wide with a wrister. 90 seconds into the period. A blocker save by Masternak, a juicy rebound. That goes out of play. I mentioned juicy rebound. And the notorious B.I.G. comes over the loudspeakers. Skate Scaldi and Colton Gherkin out of the penalty box. Here's Kyle Moore with Ben Stefanini and the goal scorer, Kirk Underwood. Underwood will spin. Stefanini with a lot of open space. He'll shoot, hit a body. Stefanini's got it back. How about one more try? And it hit the backboards. Kirk Underwood, right wall. Colton takes a high stick, sends a slapper on, and misses the net. I know Colton didn't sell that call much, but he definitely took a stick to the face there, and we remain at even strength. Balsamo reverses. Christie in a prime scoring area. Gerstein misses the net. Roy able to secure the puck and the freeze at the same time. Forner is sent away from the circle, so Pick will replace. Pick wins it, but Joel Texmo, the extra effort. Doherty, rink wide. Joel Texmo shoots. This is the cage. Nathaniel Mott, right point. Ballant inside of his own end. He'll flip it past the reach of Brody Thornton and into River Dragon ice. Mott up ahead, deflected by Galvin. Pick, right circle, hits the crossbar. Pick beat Roy, but not his best friend. Pick a centering pass this time. Nathaniel Mott strips the puck away. And Brody Thornton will allow for his teammates to execute a line change. Thornton comes out there with Ryan Galvin. Galvin now heads off, replaced by Jemayev. Joel Texmo will head off for Ryan Hunter when the River Dragons get a second. Texmo still has to defend here as Summers works it in for Frankel. Mott in between the circles. Mo was all over him. Frankel scored last night. Tonight, he looked to send an unsuspecting shot on to Roy, who got over to the far post and said, "Get out of here with that one." So Corson Green off of the faceoff win for his team. Alexander Jemayev will get a lift onto it. Brad Fortin, a nifty pass. Ryan Hunter shoots. Masternak the save. The rebound comes out, and number 35 got to the follow-up too. There's Brad Fortin, though, creating another scoring chance. Ryan Hunter got the look. The rebound came out. Brad Fortin and Casey Gerstein talking here on the faceoff. Fortin will now come away from that area and into the circle to replace Jemayev, who was told to exit the dot. Fortin unsuccessful on the faceoff, so now Dean Balsamo. Across the ice, in the neutral zone, Dorsey, the reach taken by Fortin. Fortin, man, gosh. Not offside, and that was so late. Jemayev keeps his skate at the blue line saying, you got that one wrong. My goodness. I'm just gonna keep saying my goodness. Not offside. A grade A scoring chance for Brad Fortin taken right away. Glove saved by Roy. He'll sweep it over to the side for Buckwell, who will utilize the neutral zone boards, and of course Kyler Matthews onto it. Matthews, Mo, a backhanded sauce feed for Isaiah Frankel. Frankel, a one-handed centering pass while on his belly. And they score from the line. Exactly 5 minutes into the second, it's the Monroe Moccasins who take a 2-1 lead. Kyler Matthews gets the goal. I believe Roy made the initial save with his blocker, but it may have just carried over the goal line after number 35 had made the initial save. So now the Moccasins, they will indeed pressure. Now up 2-1 and some confidence. Schumacher a slapper. Roy the save. Fornaris will get to the puck ahead of Mike Wynn, but Underwood supports number 44. Columbus can't get it out. Underwood will have another chance here up along the near side with a lot of open space for Kyle Moore. Schumacher, though, will hold the red and bring it right back in. Christie, double teamed at the wall. That means there's someone open. It's Matcham, and Roy makes the save through traffic. The goal, once again, comes at 5 minutes. It's Kyler Matthews, assisted by Isaiah Frankel and Hagen Moe. We'll be back in 60 seconds, folks.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right? Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us.
There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi. I'm not needed here. Have a great party, guys.
That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
The love in the YouTube live chat for Mike Wynn and Josh Colton after the story I told during the intermission is just wonderful. Thank you guys all so much. You just brought such a smile to my face. I had a chance to read that during the commercial timeout. Such pure joy from Mike Wynn. We had to wait in line for quite a while. It did not matter. Meeting the Easter Bunny was everything, as we have icing. I'll say this. That experience with Mike Wynn and Josh Colton today can only be described as something that was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Matcham left point, save made by Roy, a centering pass for Summers, who dives right down. He'll get it to the right side. The pass comes from the flank. It takes a tip, and now Galvin with Scaldi. Scaldi's pass for an oncoming Galvin out of his reach. So Matcham inside of the defensive zone. Fornaris, the only forward back right now for Monroe. They'll work it up the ice for Ballant, who will squeak into the neutral zone, now into the attacking end. The pass from Fornaris hit a body. Scaldi will utilize the boards. It does not get out though. Green's slapper from the left misses the net. Summers chases. He takes a tumble from the corner to the high slot. Corson Green will let it rip. Here comes a chance perhaps for Columbus. Scaldi. He'll utilize the near boards and get it deep for Doherty. Doherty and Scaldi behind the Moccasin net, but it will be Monroe that come out through the middle. Summers and Christie. Christie shoots, and a glove save made by Tyler Roy. Brad Fortin onto the tape of Ryan Hunter. Hunter in the right circle. He's hit near the official, and Monroe will get it up. Fortin inside of his own zone. He'll race left. How about the stick lift from Gerstein? Fortin took it right back from him though. Jemayev hard on the forecheck. Zone exit successful for the Moccasins. But Balsamo coughs it up for Hunter. Hunter speeds right in, and a blocker save by Masternak. He was at a sharp angle. It did not matter as Jemayev was checked and fell into the net. Masternak not exactly giving him a lane to get out of the back of the net. As here's a break for Gerstein. He scores through the 5-hole of Roy. Can we focus the camera, please? It's not me controlling that. I do a lot up here, but I don't do the camera. Stefanini takes a high stick off of the faceoff. We've got nothing. And now we've got a penalty. What do we got? Hallelujah. No, not hallelujah. Stefanini took the high stick, and now Stefanini goes to the box. Guys, I just... face palming right now. Oh my goodness. Liam, don't say anything you will regret, my friend. Talking to myself. All right, here we go. Just sing. Can't be mad if you're singing. All right, so to the foreign decor penalty kill, the River Dragons will go. Stefanini gets high stick, then he goes to the box. Christie across, Gerstein scores. I'm going to keep it professional here on the broadcast, but fans, this is one encore from last night in terms of the stripes. It's a hat trick for Casey Gerstein. And you know what? Sometimes all you can do is accept it for what it is and move on. Head coach Pichard talking to his team. Not doubting that the penalty on Stefanini was legitimate. That's not my issue. My issue is that I believe Stefanini got clipped off of the faceoff. And of course, everything that preceded that moment. Still a lot of time left in this hockey game. More than half of it. It is a hat trick for Casey Gerstein, 3 out of the 4 goals tonight. The other to Kyler Matthews. Here's Schumacher the wrap. Save made by Roy. Nicely done. Tyler Roy got over to the near post on the activating Schumacher, who's returning to the lineup. Here's Pick letting it rip. That misses the net. Scott Doherty will glove it down. And Scott Doherty's hand, he takes off his glove. He struggled to make that pass out of the defensive zone. Of note, Doherty fought Gerstein last night. He is playing, which is good to see. But did take off his glove for a moment to readjust as Ballant, in a prime scoring area, hit the back glass. Apologies for the Floor and Decor logo. No penalty kill right now. We're at even strength with 10:05 left. Forneris, left side will twist away. Here's Gerstein, already with a hat trick, his dangle. Mike Wynn stopped him right down with 9:58 left. And you know, as I touched on last night, this game for the River Dragons does not matter. They are cemented into 3rd place. It matters a heck of a lot more for Monroe than it does for the River Dragons. Of course, you want to win every single game, but Monroe, a desperation. A team that is playing with a lot of desperation, I should say. We'll be back.
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest.
Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity.
Season after season.
Mileage?
All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota, reliable wherever the grind takes you.
Fans, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Columbus down right now by a score of 4-1 to the Monroe Moccasins in the second half of a back-to-back, and the 8th and final meeting between these two clubs this season. Casey Gerstein has a hat trick tonight through 30 minutes and 2 seconds. The River Dragon goal, an absolute beauty by Kirk Underwood. He went to the roof with a backhander. Ryan Hunter with Brad Fortin and Alexander Chimaev. Chimaev, the fire starter of the night. Fortin one-hands it along, and Masternak stays glued over to that near post. The puck was underneath his left pad. It is 2-2 in Florence, the Ice Cats and the Thunderbirds. Just keeping you all posted. Off of the face-off, nothing does get through to Masternak. Indiana, the Sentinels, up 4-2 over the Rock Lobsters in the third period. They're on the precipice of winning that game in regulation. Here's Brody Thornton shooting. That hit the glass and comes out. Remember, the River Dragons cemented into third place. They will take on whoever is in second place at season's end. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. Hunter in over the attacking line, offside. Fans, I'm curious. I would like to know, who would you rather face in the first round of the playoffs? Athens or Monroe? Let me know why in the chat. I have no preference. Bring on all comers. Maybe my preference would be actually Athens, so I can go to an arena that's brand new and state-of-the-art. Nothing against the Monroe Civic Center, but it is an aging barn, to say the least. Kirk Underwood in the neutral zone. Stefanini will drift to the right. He'll go across, hit a body. The puck dangerously in front of Masternak, and he'll pull it into his grasp with his paddle. Music choices here in Monroe, though, on point. I was getting some side-eye from the fans by singing Party in the USA earlier. Come on. You can't tell Go Time what to sing and what not to sing. Just kidding. You can. Off of the face-off. The puck one-handed by Stefanini. He'll pass the puck to the middle. Austin Pick will take it. Excellent stick work from Nathaniel Mott to just move it over to the near boards. But Dorsey will come from off of the boards into the offensive zone. He'll get double teamed by Underwood and Brody Thornton. Brody Thornton's got the puck. Kyle Moore is streaking up the sheet. Moore gains the line, patient with the biscuit. Moore dangles, tripped down by Ballant. Nothing. Mott. Moore does not have a stick. He'll skate over to the far circle and pick it up. Moore did not have his stick because he was tripped up inside of the offensive zone. Patakin shoots. He just missed to the glove side of Masternak. A goal here completely changes the complexion of this game. Turns what is a game that is separated by 3 goals into one that is separated by just 2. And you know what the most dangerous lead in hockey is, don't you? The key, just get one before the final 7:15 come off of the clock. Galvin. Scaldi. He'll wiggle away from Gherkin. Patakin shoots and hits the glass as now we're gonna have a fight. Asp and Joel Texmo. Joel Texmo, number 95, and Rasmus Asp, number 77, below the goal line. The tussle is on. Couple of uppercuts from Asp. Joel Texmo with an overhand of his own. They're still locked up. They drift over to the left side. And a headlock from Joel Texmo ends this one. And Asp falls down. That's what I'm talking about, Joel. AG double hockey sticks, yeah, number 95. You should be proud of yourself. Just game number 77 to business, who decides to hype up the crowd after nearly falling down to the ice. I just find it hilarious. You get clocked and then, you know, let me just go and pump up the crowd as if they didn't just see me get whacked around by Joel Texman. All right, Rasmus, all right. That was Scaldi who had taken that hit, by the way. And that was Joel Texmo who had come over and met Rasmus Asp and said, you're not gonna do that to number 37. Yeah, absolutely love it out of Joel Texmo. This has been an exceptional effort from the group this weekend. Just terrific. They may have lost last night, but all you can do is control what you can control. And the River Dragons did that last night. And here tonight, they may be down 3 goals. But this is an effort that should be commended. And Joel Texmo didn't like that out of Rasmus Asp. And he's letting him know after the fact in the penalty box too. And wouldn't you know it, Monroe still can't figure out the net. As now Joel Texmo talking to the camera on the video board. This is how you create a rivalry. I'll tell you. Larry Patakin off of the face-off. Patakin's had a real nice night. He's got a couple of grade A scoring opportunities onto Masternak. Remember, it was Patakin and Alex Dorjahan that skated out on a 2-on-0 last night in the 3rd period that tied the game briefly for the Dragons. Here's Fortin, low slot. Hunter and Jemayeff are there. It bounces around, the fire starter of the night in the near side corner. He'll turn away from Christie. Balkwill, right point. Fortin, the chop, nothing to the net. He's defended by Schumacher. Balkwill will one-hand it. Balsamo on the backhand. Christie overskated. Balkwill will work it in. Fortin off of the boards and a blocker save by Masternak. Jemayeff goes off for a change. 1/3 of that line off. Underwood replaces as a chest save made by Tyler Roy onto Corson Green. 5 minutes each for fighting to Joel Texmo and Rasmus Asp. No loss of manpower on the sheet. Kyler Matthews. Jamie Dorsey just played it north away from Kyle Moore, who would have been off to the races. Had number 18 not done that for the home side. So Matthews, he'll wheel over to the far side. Summers. Mo on the forehand. Roy, what a save. Tyler Roy just stonewalled the pest of the game. Hagen Mo. Josh Colton comes together with a moccasin. That's Hagen Mo inside of the offensive zone for Columbus. He'll pinch up in search of some offense. Beautiful job by Kirk Underwood to hold the red line and get it deep. He'll go off for a successful, or a line change after a super successful shift, I should say. Dorsey outside of the red line, now his own blue line. He'll lay it back for Matthews. Matthews with 4:50 left. To the middle, it misses everybody. And the linesman says that Monroe got a tip. Not too sure about that. Mott will stretch it up himself. And now icing called on the Dragons despite Scott Doherty getting a tip on the puck. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons! Fans, I'm curious, what's your favorite go-to post-game meal? For me, not sponsored, but I am a Whataburger guy. Check another word off of the list. I don't usually get cheese on my burger, but I'll tell you one type of cheese I would not get, that's cottage cheese, as we have a false start on the face-off. If somebody made me a burger with some cottage cheese, I'd say, let's go, man. Where's the Swiss? For anybody that would like to understand that reference, the players giving me words to incorporate in the broadcast. I think I just knocked out 3 and 1 as we have an offside. Cottage cheeseburger, that just sounds nasty. There's a time and a place for cottage cheese. You know what does belong on a burger, though? Bacon. Another word. Bang, bang. All right, I'll lay off for the next 4:26. Galvin, a clean draw win. Brody Thornton, D to D. Nathaniel Mott misses the cage. Scott Doherty skates Scaldi and Ryan Galvin. All near the goaltender. Scaldi comes away with it through the legs of Pick. And over to the near dasher. Nathaniel Mott holds the line. Well done, 74. Mott braces for a hit from Pick. He'll go down the wall with it. Doherty to the top. The extra chop from Galvin. We'll move it up north. The clearing attempt from Matcham. The puck does squeeze right by Mott, so this will be Pick with a driving green, and Brody Thornton. How about the active stick work from number 65? He took a cross check to the back too, no call. The only player not available for the River Dragons that has suited up tonight. It's the man in the penalty box, Joel Texmo. Rasmus Asp in there too. Fortin one-hands it. Gherkin, who fought Skate Scaldi tonight, will push it along the wall. Columbus gets mixed up a little bit at the blue line, and we have an offside. The shots on goal in this second period, 9-2 Monroe, 22-7 Moccasins for the game. Only one power play in this game, and it went to Monroe. Hunter, Jemayev, Patakin, Balkwill, Jemayev at the right circle. Gerstein inside of his own end. Balkwill will get down to an E. He'll glove the puck along for himself. And now Hunter. Fortin will lead Hunter into the zone. Masternak stays standing and punches it away. Jemayev left circle, thinks about letting it rip. He'll go back to the top for Balkwill instead. His shot blocked by Christie. Patakin with a dangle, and he gets wrecked. An open ice hit. Patakin right point. Rears back, sends a slapper on. Again, the Moccasins getting in front of the River Dragons' bid to the net. So with just under 2 minutes left to go in the period, the score 4-1. Isaiah Frankel. That puck inadvertently goes up over the glass and into the crowd. There's a souvenir. There you go, Indiana just beat Athens. So 1 point can separate the two teams if this score holds. Somebody did mention in the YouTube live chat that there is no Whataburger in Columbus. That's true. Tyler Roy just decided to give me the word Whataburger to fit into the broadcast. I was like, okay. I was not advocating for cottage cheese on a burger, by the way. I promise. I would never advocate for that. Gouda, though? Yes. All right, so we play on. $1:20 left to go here in the second. Ben Stefanini. Pressed up to the corner boards by Jamie Dorsey. Kyle Moore keeps the puck in at the top. Nicely done by number 15. Off the glass it goes. Mike Wynn over to the left point. He'll have to settle it down in the neutral zone. Dorsey left side. Around the glass it goes. Wynn defends well inside of his own end. Ballant keeps it in, though. Wynn has a second chance of getting it out. Neither he nor Stefanini are able to do so, so Josh Colton will as the puck comes back to him. Underwood will slide to the left. Got stopped down by Ballant. No call. Ballant, right circle, shoots. This time nearly hit the referee in the helmet. One of the two referees in tonight's game. Puck at the side of the net. Multiple players digging for it. 25 ticks left. Green, side to side. Kyler Matthews already with the goal tonight. Ballant, here's the bomb off of the stick of Fornaris, and that hits the mesh. And fans, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. I most certainly appreciate it. Can't wait to be back on home ice alongside all of you on April 10th and the 11th. April 11th, Fan Appreciation Night, and your final chance at a family 4-pack. 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsi drinks, 4 popcorns, 4 Chick-fil-A entree coupons, $40. You can upgrade those seats to Prime for $60. And a little birdie tells me there may be another opportunity to get a similar deal come playoff time. Scaldi with time winding down in the period. That does it for the second. After 40, the River Dragons 1, Monroe 4. A little birdie has also told me that Athens lost to Indiana, and there was a bench-clearing brawl at the end of regulation. Seemingly started by Malik Johnson, and what do we got here? Monroe just cannot help themselves. There's somebody over there in a suit. It's not Jay Coop. I promise you it's not Jay. Who again just has some words for a River Dragon heading off. That's the Monroe Moccasins for you. 18 minutes on the clock. The intermission will begin in just a moment. I won't cut to commercial until Alexander Jemayev and Kyler Matthews separate. Which they do.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Back here in Monroe. Hey everybody, my name is Liam Gotimer. Thank you, really. Thank you so much for being here alongside me tonight. I had a chance to go inside of the YouTube live chat and read up on what you guys were saying. You guys are funny, you know that? Keep it coming, I love it. We had some Waffle House talk in there. Liam loves Waffle House. For anybody wondering, Bacon, egg, and cheese hash brown bowl, side of ham. Extra Waffle House sauce. But if Whataburger comes to Columbus, somebody's got to let me know. Thank you all for the interaction, and once again, thank you all for being here. The score is 4-1 Monroe. We have played 40 minutes tonight on a Saturday evening here in Louisiana. Let's talk about how this game has developed. Last night, the game was decided by a late penalty. Tonight, not one penalty that has decided the game, but it's certainly been a factor in why the score is the way it is. The first goal of the contest was scored at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. It was Casey Gerstein, number 71, the first of 3 for Gerstein, assisted by Dean Balsamo and number 18, Jamie Dorsey. The goal came at even strength, and once again, at 3:50. 25 seconds later, your captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood, would find the back of the net, assisted by Kyle Moore, number 15, and Ben Stefanini, number 25. For Stefanini, the helper accounted for his second point as a River Dragon. Kirk Underwood finds the back of the net for the first time since calling game a week ago in Columbus against these same Moccasins. It was Kirk Underwood who had slipped right by the defense and walked in all alone on the goaltender Tyler Masternak and went backhand upstairs to put the River Dragons on the board for the first and only time tonight. In the second period, that's where the Moccasins took the lead and subsequently extended it. It would be Kyler Matthews who scored the first goal of the period exactly 5 minutes in. For Matthews, he found the back of the net by letting a wrist shot go from the top. It was assisted by number 94, Isaiah Frankel, who scored last night. Tonight, he has a primary assist. The secondary helper went to Michael Hagen-Moe, number 8, and just like that, the Moccasins had a 2-1 lead. At 8:28, Casey Gerstein would score his second goal of the game, assisted by Dean Balsamo at even strength. Gerstein would score again just 28 seconds later to secure the hat trick and put his team up by 3 goals. The goal was scored at 8:56. Gerstein, his third of the game, assisted by Jared Christie, not Jamie, Jared, and number 9, Carlos Forneris. There have been 5 combined penalties in this game. We have 2 fights, and the other penalty went on the River Dragons that, of course, led to the most recent Monroe tally. Skate Scaldi fought against Colton Gherkin in the first period. In the second, we saw Joel Texmo and Rasmus Asp fight. And the only minor penalty called in this game, Ben Stefanini 2 minutes for slashing, after Stefanini had taken a stick up high that was not whistled down. The shots on goal in that middle frame, officially 11-4 in favor of Monroe. The goals, 3-0 Moccasins. They're up 4-1. They're out shooting Columbus 24-9 through 40. The goaltenders, Tyler Masternak, has had to make 8 saves on 9 shots, while Tyler Roy, making his second consecutive start for the Dragons, has denied 20 of 24. A little less volume than Roy had to face last night, where, of course, he denied 38 shots. The shots on goal leaders for the River Dragons, Brad Thornton, Brody Thornton, and Kirk Underwood all have 2. You can add Ryan Hunter to that list of players who have 2 shots on net. For the Moccasins, they are led by Casey Gerstein. We talk about an effective shooting percentage. 3 goals on 3 shots tonight. 10 minutes, 30 seconds until the puck drops on the third. We're gonna step away for just a second. Then when we come back, I've got the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. We'll take another look of what's going on with the Twin City Thunderbirds and the PD Ice Cats, plus more on the brawl that ended the Rock Lobster defeat to the Indiana Sentinels.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Back here in Monroe, here's the out-of-town scoreboard presented by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. We have 2 games in the bag. The Port Huron Prowlers and the Danbury Hat-Tricks. A 4-3 overtime decision. The winner of that game was actually Danbury. Can't be perfect. Danbury, the winners in overtime. There you go. The Indiana Sentinels, they win in regulation over the Athens Rock Lobsters. Malik Johnson seemingly right at the center of a game-ending, or an end-of-game, I should say, brawl between the two teams. Going to have to check that one out on the bus. It'll be fun. The Twin City Thunderbirds and the PD Ice Cats, it's 3-2 PD in the third. You want to hear an absolutely unbelievable stat about that game. Timur Razulov, a defenseman for PD, playing in his 54th game of the season. 33 points entering tonight. Every single one of those points assists. The score was tied 2-2 at the end of the second, and with half a minute to go in the period, Timur Razulov scored his first goal of the season to give his team a 3-2 lead. The Ice Cats may be rivals, but that's hockey, baby. Congratulations to Timur Razulov, and we'll see if the Ice Cats are able to hold on. That's absolutely incredible to score your first goal on home ice right at the end of the regular season in your team's biggest game of the year. That's what makes hockey the greatest game on earth, man. The Binghamton Black Bears, they are in Watertown, 6-1, bingo. Blue Ridge Bobcats, Biloxi Breakers, it's all Blue Ridge. One final game to tell you all about outside of the River Dragons and the Moccasins. The Zydeco and the Scarecrows are tied 5-5 in the first. We left that game, it was 4-1. Wild stuff in Topeka. If the score holds in tonight's game, there will only be 1 point that separates the Athens Rock Lobsters and the Monroe Moccasins, which really puts the first round opponent for your River Dragons up in the air. There's only 2 games left in the regular season. The River Dragons have the PD Ice Cats to face, while the Monroe Moccasins will be on home ice, taking on, you guessed it, the Athens Rock Lobsters. Columbus in 3rd place, PD in 4th for now. Twin City needs tonight's game. They're down 3-2 at the start of the 3rd period. I'll keep you all posted during the 3rd period of our game, which starts in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Baton Rouge and Biloxi are in 6th and 7th. The Breakers are the worst team statistically in the FPHL. Their roster is being stripped by the minute. The Binghamton Black Bears have 134 points. They lead the Empire. The Sentinels with the win. It's not updated on your screen, but they have officially jumped the Watertown Wolves. They are out of the basement in the Empire. Fans, before the 3rd period begins, this is it. Your last chance this season to snag a custom authentic jersey. Any player, past or present, any number, any color. Don't just be a fan, wear what the pros wear. Represent the Dragons the authentic way. Grab yours online before the deadline of April 19th. Adult jerseys to the left, youth sweaters to the right. Pull out that phone, scan that QR code, and rock the Dragons. Who doesn't love the word free? Do you want a piece of River Dragons history for free? Well, we're giving away a team autographed frame jersey. And entry is 100% free. Head to Dash right now to enter. We're announcing the winner live at our final home game on April 11th. There's plenty more to win, so be there and get loud for Fan Appreciation Night. Head to Dash and enter today. This one's a no-brainer, folks. It's free, no cost. All you have to do is scan that QR code, put in a bit of information, and you are officially entered to win a sick prize. Seriously, it's sitting in the River Dragons front office right now, and I want it. Every time I walk in there, I ask Mac, I say, can I take it? He says no. Big fan of that framed jersey, and it's going to go to one of you that scans that QR code on your screen. Fans, did you miss out on any of our specialty jerseys this year? Well, here is your second chance. We're raffling off a bundle of 5 custom specialty jerseys. That's right, jerseys from Turn Back the Clock Night, our Teddy Bear Toss game. How about Dragons Fight Cancer, our Military Appreciation Night, and of course, our Valentine's Day game. Scan that QR code, you could win the whole damn thing for as low as $10. Don't wait, the raffle ends April 20th. Head to Dash right now to grab your tickets and win the Ultimate River Dragons jersey set. Fans, the road jersey off the back this weekend is your captain, Kirk Underwood, who lit the lamp tonight, and Ryan Hunter, number 88. Do you want their jerseys right off of their back? Scan that QR code, it could be yours. And last but certainly not least, it's the ultimate fan appreciation experience. We're auctioning off the entire team's limited edition Hockeytown jerseys. Win the auction and you'll head to the ice post game to meet your player, snap photos, and get your jersey signed right at center ice. The auction ends after the first intermission on April 11th. Score your jersey and own the ice with the Dragons. With that said, 20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for the 3rd and final regulation period of hockey on the Bayou. in this third period. The River Dragons will skate from right to left. The Moccasins will attack from left to right. In goal, Tyler Masternak for the home side, Tyler Roy for the visitors. Columbus will open up with Alexander Jemayev, Ryan Hunter, Brad Fortin, Lair Patakin, Nathan Balkwill, Tyler Roy. The Moccasins will counter with Austin Pick, Andrew Ballant, Carlos Forneris, Corson Green, Ethan Matcham, and the goaltender Tyler Masternak. It's Alexander Jemayev and Carlos Forneris at the center ice dot. The puck has been dropped. We are officially underway. The Moccasins take possession. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the third. Here's Ryan Hunter. He'll shoot and just miss, picking the glove side of Tyler Masternak. As I mentioned during the intermission and in the second period when the Moccasins announced it to their fans, the Athens Rock Lobsters lost in regulation tonight. Save, rebound, and Roy, man, Pick, his knee went right on top of Roy's neck, who is face planted in the crease. Not a good sign for Tyler Roy, who is hunched over, getting checked out by Trish of the athletic training staff. Head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard said during Coach's Corner, I just can't afford to have any injuries coming out of this weekend. The results don't matter. Right now, their goaltender took a knee to the back of the neck. Stick taps for Royce. Tyler Roy will stay in the game. There was no penalty on the play. And not only that, the faceoff will come outside of the River Dragon zone. So match him to the middle, deflected in. Balkwill out of Coldwater, Ontario. He'll use the glass, and Stefanini will skate with purpose. Right wing side, 62 seconds into the period. Kirk Underwood behind the net. He has pressure coming from Jared Christie, does well to wall him off and find Stefanini, who goes right back for Underwood. There's a turnover. Kyle Moore finally draws a penalty. Oh my goodness, it finally happened, guys. You can't wipe this grin off my face, you can't. Love it, love it. Monroe to the box, Corson Green, and if the Dragons are coming back in this game, it starts right now, baby. Here we go. Let's get a PPG. And bring this lead for Monroe to the most dangerous one in hockey. This will be Hagen Moe, though, shorthanded. The pest of the game all the way in on Roy, and Roy answers that grade A scoring chance from Moe. So Nathaniel Mott, in his first professional season, getting some power play time, some well-deserved power play time. He'll rush it north, and the linesman indicates offside. Nathaniel Mott, Ryan Hunter, Kirk Underwood, Kyle Moore, and Ben Stefanini, the 5 players on the ice for the Dragons. Blunt. He'll work into the near side corner of the offensive end. Mott will reverse the biscuit. Hunter from inside of his own territory. Right wing side, Moore. Moore, Hunter, save made. Here's a chance for the speedy Fornares. He's all alone, and Roy with the paddle. Big stop by Tyler Roy. Make it 2 shorthanded saves from number 35 on this penalty kill. On this power play, I should say. Fortin and Asp come together. Fortin's still able to get it down low into the corner. And Moe will clear with just 17 seconds of power play time left. Doherty, Brody Thornton. Thornton met by Asp. Colton lays a hit. Jemayev closes his skates to keep the puck in. He had 2 goals last night, including 1 on the power play. Jemayev dives to try and keep it in. He can't. Fortin will shove it in, and we have... What do we have? This is going to be too many men on the ice for Monroe. So they go right back to the penalty box. It's Isaiah Frankel. So Columbus right back to the man advantage with a lot of time left to go in this contest, 15:29, or 16:29, I should say. Super odd here in Monroe. The center ice scoreboard says one time and the end boards say another. Fortin has Doherty in the low corner. He'll hold on to it. Brad Fortin, the first-year pro. He'll come out from behind the net. Brody Thornton. Brad Fortin shoots, and it's caught by Masterman. And you know, something I do want to note. Tyler Barrow and Alex Storjahan are not playing in tonight's game. And why is that key? They're sitting up, watching the game from behind where the River Dragons attacked twice. Maybe they can gain a little bit of a book on the Moccasins, not being out there on the ice playing against them, but by watching them from afar. Especially with the Moccasins, the team that the River Dragons could very well match up against in the first round of the playoffs. It's important to know goaltender tendencies, what the defense like to do, where Masternak may be a little, have some holes. You bet, number 4 and number 8 are keeping a keen eye on them. I just gave them a wave. They didn't see me, unfortunately, as there's a clear all the way down. 55 seconds into the power play. Isaiah Frankel is in the box. It's 2 minutes for too many men on the ice. Frankel serving that penalty. Matcham scoops the puck up. His clearing attempt Colton stopped it down, but support comes in the form of Fornaris. So important to have players that do good work in the neutral zone, defensive zone, and offensive zone. That's Carlos Fornaris from Monroe. He's out there on the special teams, both of them. Sent down the sheet. One last entry for the Dragons on the power play. Ryan Hunter, the league leader in power play goals, onto the tape of Moore. He'll go across. Nathaniel Mott has his first pro goal. That's a moment number 74 will never forget. Congratulations, Nathaniel Mott. It's 4-2. Columbus not out of this one yet. The most dangerous lead in hockey is now here. Gerstein has a hat trick. He'll skate in over the attacking line, but skates Scaldi. Comes back, finds Mott, and makes the recovery as the puck bled right back towards the net. Roy makes a save on a slapper. Gerstein and Mott come together. Mott with another shift right after scoring his first pro goal. Schumacher will fling a drive into the glove hand of Roy. And I'll tell you what, if you want to get back at the Moccasins, beating them in regulation after having a 3-goal lead, I know it's a long ways away, but confidence is a powerful thing. I know that Monroe would be beside themselves if they blew this game after Indiana beat Athens in regulation time. I want to see it so bad. We'll be right back.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
The Monroe Moccasins want to win the Continental Division. Well, if they have plans to do that, they need this score to hold. Nathaniel Mott has made a 4-1 score, 4-2, with a ton of time to play, 13:51 in fact. Fornaris, Asp will shoot, and it's kicked away by Tyler Roy. Schumacher shoots, Roy smothers. The River Dragons apply the pressure off of the face-off, and Brody Thornton came together with his own teammate, Alexander Jemayev. Jemayev okay, Thornton was a little worse for wear, as missing the net was Ballant. Schumacher scores, deflected in. Leading the line for Monroe was Frank Schumacher. I don't think he should get credited with the goal, but you get to choose who you send up there first. I thought Fornares deflected it, and very seldom am I wrong up here. I'm a broadcaster for a reason. But Schumacher playing his first game back, you know, get him a goal, right? Raise that confidence a little bit. Schumacher took the shot, but it did not go in clean, I can tell you that. Schumacher had been nursing a hand injury prior to returning tonight. Something that I believe he suffered in a situation that was not a game. But it's good to see him back out there. Feeling better, and he scores the goal. Here's Stefanini, the net drive. He'll go across for Kyle Moore. Slapper from Colton, that hit a body. And Kyle Moore does not have his stick, and he'll skate off to the bench, holding his hand. With 7.5 minutes gone by. Here's Frankel. Thought that one may have hit the netting, but we have no whistle. The goal for the River Dragons, scored at 5:37, is an even strength goal, not on the power play. Nathaniel Mott, number 74, assisted by Kyle Moore and Ben Stefanini. So Stefanini with 2 assists tonight. For Monroe, their goal was scored at 6:45. It was Frank Schumacher, assisted by Corson Green, number 3. So the 2 defensemen teamed up on the goal. Doherty rolls the puck around the net behind Tyler Masternak. There's a heavy collision between Doherty and Frankel, and Frankel is hurt. Frankel hunched over going to the bench. His stick is in 2 pieces, and now Frankel can't even stand up on the bench. That's scary right there. Certainly hope the number 94 is all right as Tyler Roy makes the save. I mean, he could not even get over the bench under his own power. Now he's getting checked out by Casey Gerstein, Jared Christie, and the athletic trainer. Thoughts to Isaiah Frankel. I hope you're all right, my man. We'll see if the Moccasins elect to take a timeout here or what. I mean, Frankel is still getting looked at. And I wonder, I don't want to speculate, but I wonder if that may have part of his twig, or the twig that had gotten shattered had caught him near the eye. Never like to see that. So stick taps for number 94 on the Monroe side. It's still 3-2 PD over the Twin City Thunderbirds with 15.5 minutes to go in the third. Asp nearly got all the way to the net. Roy stayed glued over to that near post to make a save. Roy makes another denial, but taken defending well in front. Jemayev will boot it, left wing side to the middle. Jemayev the whack, to the near boards it goes. Colton Gherkin will pass the puck, defenseman for defenseman. Gherkin's got it back to the center ice red line. He'll shoot, and Roy stops him right down. And apologies, made a mistake on that Twin City update. 15.5 minutes into the third, so time really dying down on the Thunderbirds. Now officially 16:30 through the third period in that game. Well, it's looking like the PD Ice Cats will win on home ice tonight and increase that separation from 3 to 6 between themselves and Twin City. And hockey is a crazy game sometimes, as a slapper from Stefanini swallowed up by Masternak. It's now 4-2 PD. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. The goaltender was not pulled. Masternak denies a River Dragon on that bid. Dean Balsamo inside of his own end. Jared Christie will wheel. He's shut off by Kirk Underwood. And Nathaniel Mott will hit him too. Gerstein pressures Thornton, I should say. Mott makes the pass. And Kyle Moore will dangle onside. He and Underwood work in. Moore shoots! Save made. Moore continuing to fight for positioning behind the net. Joel Texmo from the wall to the cage. Deflected out of play. I'd like to take this chance to thank our friends over in Monroe for providing me a clean feed this weekend. Most certainly appreciate that. Joseph Furtado and Pete, who call the games for Monroe, not here on site. They call the games remote. But Troy, who's the producer here, has me set up, so thank you, Troy. And we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons! I touched on that there was a member of the Moccasins staff who was barking at the River Dragons heading off after the second period. I believe that is the former River Dragon Yanni Liarakos, who is not playing but is suited up. Pure speculation on my part, but face-off won by the Dragons as Triple H's theme song just reigns through the arena. Any wrestling fans in the chat? Let me know. Triple H, a legend. Brody Thornton. Left side, offensive zone. This will be Hagen Moe. He's the pest of the game, brought to you by our friends over at Cook's Pest Control. Mott to Doherty. Doherty, left wing. Now over to the right wing, low corner. It's tossed out by the Moccasins. This will be icing on the opponent, which is brought to you by our friends over at Air Force Heating, Air and Plumbing. Puck is dropped in the near side face-off circle. Will this be another icing on the opponent? I really don't have answers as to why that one wasn't. Wynn now has to defend, and Summers falls. The stick goes flying, and Wynn says to the referee, really, no icing there. I know the referee, not the one who determines icing, but that one might have been the easiest call of the weekend. And this will be icing on, it will not be icing on Monroe. I guess that was just a makeup non-call. I really don't know, guys. Not really great for a broadcaster to be at a loss for words, but several times this weekend I have. You know who put me at a loss for words last night, though, in a good way? Brad Fortin with his goal in the first period. That rush, I had nothing to say. It was just so beautiful. I was like, there was no words that I could say to correctly describe that moment. And here's Brad Fortin with a similar step to what he had last night when he scored. Fortin thrown away by Frankel. Good to see Frankel back out there. That did not look too good. He tumbled right over the bench when he went off a few shifts ago. So Balkwell across the ice. Patakin plays it just past Stefanini, so this will be icing. Columbus will play the final two home games, final two games of the regular season on Friday and Saturday night at home against the PD Ice Cats. So Stefanini gets a tip from Kyle Moore, so no icing. Morsey gets to the puck. He's hit by Dorsey. Kirk Underwood joins. There's a hit by Balkwell, who's pinching up on the attack. Great stick work by Underwood, allowed Kyle Moore to shoot. Now Balkwell will race on back and pass the puck for Underwood inside of the defensive zone. Moore on the backhand will get a lift of the biscuit. But taken far side corner, he's pressed to the boards. Gerstein one-hands it north, and now a 2-on-2 for the man that has a hat trick, make it a 3-on-2 as Balsamo came off the bench as Gerstein goes head first into the boards. Just lost an edge there. Look to the official for a call. Welcome to the club. Here's Thornton. Doherty shoots. Hit a body. Brody Thornton. Ryan Galvin. Went off of the shin pad of Matthews. Galvin softly for Scaldi. Couldn't get to it. Nathaniel Mott, though, will at center ice. 5:25 left, folks. No icing here. So Roy vacates the net. He'll pass it on along up the near side. Christie, great A look through the legs of Roy. The team leader in goals for the Monroe Moccasins puts another one up on the board. Here's Carlos Forneris. He'll shoot. Big time save by Roy. Rebound comes out. Gherkin to the goal line. Forneris. His pass misses Asp. This will be icing on Monroe. It should be and is. Let's head to immediate timeout. The score is now 6-2 Monroe. We will be right back to the Monroe Civic Center. The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the lair on Friday, April 10th and Saturday, April 11th, as the club takes on the PD Ice Cats for the final homestand of the regular season. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we remember everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m., with the atmosphere expected to be straight up electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. Let's go, Dragons!
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom? Coach, can families run that play too? Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons!
A warm welcome back to the River Dragons Broadcast Network. My name is Liam Gotimer. Thank you so much for joining me tonight as the River Dragons complete their season series with the Monroe Moccasins. Last night, a 6-4 decision in which the Moccasins ended up the victor. Tonight, Monroe leading by 4 goals with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. The goals for the River Dragons tonight. The first, Kirk Underwood at 4:15 of the first. The most recent, Nathaniel Mott at 5:37 of the third. And you know, Nathaniel Mott has received a ton of praise, and deservedly so, for his defensive play. But I'd be remiss if I did not mention the offensive instincts. He's a big body who knows what to do with the puck. And he's a smooth skater, too. Just like his former defensive partner in college and his current one, Brody Thornton. Here's a turnover by Ballant. Stefanini will attach himself to the near wall. Kirk Underwood topples over Ballant. Both players okay. Stefanini from behind the net. He'll wall off his former teammate Dorsey. Patakin, right point, through traffic, save made. Love that from Patakin. Slid one way, then the other, then shot. Had the goaltender moving from side to side. He may have gotten a tip from a teammate too. 3.5 to go. This will be icing on Columbus. will step aside.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here.
Have a great party, guys.
It really is a perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
Play now back underway. Here's Kyle Moore in front of the net. He connects with a moccasin, nearly out of bid to the cage. Instead, it'll be a breakaway for Hagen Moe, and he scores. No. Hit the crossbar. From my vantage point, I thought that went in, but we play on. We'll take it. Goal stays off the board for now. This will be perhaps another break. It's Isaiah Frankel. He'll dish it off for Summers, who gets spun around at the right circle and met by Nathan Balkwell. Frankel had a word for Balkwell, and Balkwell said, Mr. Frankel, do you really want to mess with me right now? And Isaiah skated away. No icing here. 2.5 minutes left to play. To everybody who joined me tonight, thank you so much. Not just tonight, but this weekend and all season. It may not be the result we want this evening, but guess what? It all starts for real on April the 17th, playoff game 1 in Columbus. The opponent, though, still undecided. And whether it's the Rock Lobsters or the Monroe Moccasins, we're ready. Masternak, a glove grab onto Galvin. With a $1:57 left. Galvin kicked out of the dot. Scott Doherty will take a rare face-off. Matchup to Colton Gherkin. The middle, Gerstein. The toss and chase. The toss by Gerstein, the chase from Christie. Thornton behind the net will pin the puck to the backboards. Gerstein is holding Nathaniel Mott, no call. Scott Doherty, right wing side. He'll power his way into the O-zone, try to sidestep, match him, and well, he hits Schumacher. There's a net front deflection for Texmo. Missed the net. Doherty has Texmo with him. Texmo was to the left. Instead, he passed the puck to the right for an oncoming Alexander Jemayev in the final 60 ticks. Colton will fire it in. He'll send the slapper on as the puck came back to the top. And Masternak will freeze it. See if Joel Texmo and Rasmus Asp go again. And Texmo just shoved Isaiah Frankel down. That's a penalty. And then a puck thrown by the goaltender to the other end of the ice. I believe that was Masternak. Was that coming from the crowd? Joel Texmo's been tossed. His night is done. Let's get Skate Scaldi out there. Scaldi watching on with a sharp eye on the bench. This should be a power play for Monroe. No penalty put onto the board. In fact, not much put onto the boards. No shots. Penalties here and there. There we go. Now it's up on the board. And there's 2 minutes to number 71. Will Jemayeff be serving this? Well, Jemayeff is waiting in the circle. So it's the Moccasin, number 71, Casey Gerstein, who goes off. Did Monroe get whistled down for too many men on the ice again? That'll be the second time in this third period. No penalties have come through on the board yet. There's just one, and it's to Gerstein. Jemayeff against Summers in the near dot, won by Alexander Jemayeff. Brad Fortin getting held up, just like he has been all weekend. Nothing called again. 25 seconds left. Fortin will turn and escape from the corner. He'll take a lap around the net. Reverse it for Jemayeff. Jemayeff has Mike Wynn in front. Jemayeff with some deft stick work. Here's a slapper from Colton. Whistles wide of the glove of Masternak with 7 seconds left. One last clear for Fornaris. He'll just walk it out of the zone, in fact. Why not look for some more offense? The game is over. Jamie Dorsey and Alexander Jemayeff chat briefly. And Ethan Matcham wants a piece of a dragon. And I believe Matcham, for some reason, wanted that puck. And Nathan Balkwill threw it over the glass to a fan. There's Russ Perrant saying, job well done. To the stripes. This game is over, folks. The River Dragons lose by a final score of 6-2 tonight. Tyler Roy and Brody Thornton with a prayer. This time with no Tucker Scantleberry. They do so without getting barked at. The River Dragons with the loss fall to 26-18, 5-4-1. They remain at 93 points. They are cemented into that third spot in the Continental Division. While Monroe, they gain all 3 points in the standings. Points 116, 117, and 118. The Athens Rock Lobsters lost in regulation time tonight, which means there's just 1 point separating those two teams with 2 games left for each of them, and they are against one another. For the River Dragons, their last 2 games of the season will be against the PD Ice Cats on Friday night. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. Then the next night, it's Fan Appreciation Night. Well, for everybody that tuned in this weekend, this is Liam Go Time Gotimer saying thank you so much. The result did not go our way tonight, but that does not mean it will not go our way in the future. For the final time, the final score, 6-2. River Dragons fans, stay safe, stay well, and as always, let's go River Dragons!